This is Barbara Ellistad with Mesquite Citizen Journal, and we are here with David Metter, who is a blind golfer, and Dean Jarvis, who is an amputee golfer. You golf, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that I'm already mad at both of you because if you're here for a competition, you obviously play better golf than I do. So, Dave, we're going to start with you. And tell us, first of all, how long have you been blind?
Yes, I've been blind for 47 years.
Did you play golf before you became blind?
I did. I played golf early.
So you knew where all your bad shots went. Is that
Very
you didn't want to
much
see
so.
any of your bad shots
anymore? That's
anymore?
exactly right. I got tired of seeing all those bad shots.
Okay.
You're the first ones ever asked it that way. It's a great question. It's a great question. I'm going to use that some more. It was a price that was not too high to pay to get rid of those bad shots. My life has been vastly improved. You know, stumbling around and everything, that's nothing compared to seeing bad shots. Yeah, people admire it. Envy it. They only wish.
Okay, for our audience, we said ahead of time that I could crack jokes, but I sure didn't think I was going to get that.
What was I doing?
Okay, so after you became blind, and then you continued playing golf, obviously,
Yes.
because you are here with the ParaLongDrive of America, and you're going to be competing tomorrow. People who see this it'll be today.
Yes.
How did you get involved with the ParaLongDrivers, other than you're blind?
That's right, that's right. It's a very good question. Really, my friend Dean introduced me to this event. I've been involved with blind golf. It's called the United States Blind Golf Association since 1974.
Okay.
It goes way back, and it was a big event at that time. It was held in Boston, and believe it or not, Bob Hope was the guest entertainment. It was that big.
Wow.
And so that opened my eyes to a brand new world. Literally. Yes. Yeah. Let's not go there, Barbara.
Okay. We're not going to do that.
Just kidding you. But that was just an eye opener indeed.
So the obvious question everyone wants me to ask is, how do you know where to stand to tee the ball?
Well, every blind golfer has a coach. So Dean actually served as my coach recently, sort of a last-minute thing, but I needed a substitute at the last moment to go down to Columbus, Georgia from Tennessee, pretty good drive. But he drove me down there, and he knows firsthand now that the job is not easy. The coach drives the golf cart, and then at the time of the next shot, gets out, sort of describes it to me very briefly. We choose a club. He lines me up by pointing the shaft of the club towards the target. I then align my shoulders, my hips, my feet, and then he places the club head down beside the ball. I get myself a little better balanced, and then I say, Dean, I'm okay, you can back away. And when he says okay, I go ahead and swing.
How far can you hit a golf ball off of the tee?
200 yards.
I really do hate you. Okay, not really, but...
It's all right, and I love it.
What is your handicap?
Yes, you know, I shoot around 100, which would make my handicap at a 30.
Okay. I play golf with some people that do that.
Yeah.
How often do you play?
I play, you know, you might say once a month would be a fair way of saying it. Maybe it's less than that in the winter and slightly more in the summer.
Okay, because where do you live?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Nashville,
Okay.
Tennessee. Yes.
It gets a little cold there in the winter. You should move here. You can play year round.
I agree. It's tempting.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Dean, let's kind of switch over to you. You have had one leg amputated.
Yes.
How long have you been playing golf?
About 30 years.
Okay. Did you play golf before you had the amputation?
I did probably 3 or 4 years.
Okay. And so how did you get back into it after you lost your leg? Because you lost your leg to a disease or something?
Yeah, osteosarcoma, bone cancer.
Okay.
Back at that time, it had like a 90% kill rate. And actually, my roommate down in Chan's Hospital, Gainesville, Florida, he died from it. So I got to see it firsthand. But
And you decided not to do that, obviously.
No.
Okay, good for you.
Cross my fingers and hope for the best. And but after college baseball, and whenever I got out of school, then I took golf back up.
Okay.
So
And I mean, are you a full-time professional golfer, or do you work otherwise?
no, I'm a State Farm agent in Maryville, Tennessee.
Okay.
So
All right. So how often do you get to play golf?
maybe 3 or 4 times a month.
Well, good for you. Good for you. How did you get involved with the ParaLongDrivers?
Well, whenever I read in 2016 golf would be added to the Olympics in Rio, I was excited that I thought, well, then that means my peers will be able to participate in the Paralympics in Rio. And then I soon found out that the Paralympics rejected golf. It would not.
Those crumb bums.
Yeah, it would not be added. So then I
What's wrong with
started.
them?
Yeah, well, who knows? But I started thinking about putting together my own event to kind of fill the void. And I played golf with Chad Pfeiffer in Indianapolis at a national championship, and so that's where I learned about the George W. Bush Warrior Open, and I really liked that concept, what they were doing. And then I had a friend in Knoxville, Thomas Slagle. He was practicing, for long drive. So he was helping me increase my swing speed, and he was telling me about the Remax World Long Drive Championship.
Yeah.
And then just the light went off, and I thought, this is perfect. Is that you kind of combine, challenged athletes with the sport of long drive, and you mix them together, and what you create is the perfect sport to accommodate the most disability types, because amputees, blind golfers, and even golfers that are paralyzed, that they may use a solo rider golf cart. That even golfers that are paralyzed will be able to participate in long drive, in my future event starting next year.
Yeah.
So I just felt like that I could create it, and that's what I'm doing.
Wow.